Welcome, this is another reading for all of you. Before I start, I want to say a big thank you for being here with me, especially for those of you who have already subscribed to this channel. You guys have always been a great inspiration and motivation for me to continue my work and for me to do much more for you. While for those of you who are new and you haven't subscribed to this channel, do subscribe if you want to. So let's begin with a message card to see what are the messages coming through for you today. Here we have inner voice here. Well, for some of you, you may be going through spiritual awakening, personal enlightenment, personal transformation, where you are able to develop a greater sense of self-awareness. You are transforming into a better version of yourself. You feel like you are taking better control of your life when you are paying more attention to your higher self, when you are staying authentic, staying true to yourself. And I also see that for most of you, I see that you are spiritual, you are intuitive in some way, where you are able to rely on your intuition, rely on your sixth sense. For example, you got a hunch when somebody around you, they have bad intention, they have malicious intention, they have private or hidden motives or agendas, someone who are not really serving you well. You can easily identify those people. And I also see that it's a time where you feel more peaceful. It gives you peace of mind. It gives you mental relief, because with the inner voice here, when you try to follow your inner guidance system, follow your heart, listen to your inner voice, follow your higher self, what your higher self is telling you, you will see that a lot of time you just get the answer. It's something that is inward facing instead of outward facing. A lot of time we may be seeking answer, we may be seeking assistance, solution externally. We want solution, we want answer, we want some kind of direction, insight from another person. But you will see that the more information that you get externally, it can be a piece of information quantitatively speaking or qualitatively speaking, either data, figures, numbers, or it can be you're doing research, you are going through different stories, experiences shared by others, or you also consult other tarot readers. You are doing readings, palm readings, tarots, predictions, all kind of things. But the thing is, you may feel overwhelmed because you are being overly bombarded with too much of the information. So therefore, it comes to a point that is too much, that is beyond your capacity to handle. That is too much of the information that you need to process, that you need to digest. At the end of the day, you simply feel emotionally chaotic. So therefore, the best way here I see is a time where you need to go within. You need to be inward facing instead of outward facing. Pay attention to your higher self, your inner voice, and you are able to seek the answer, the solution from within. So let's see more with the tarot. And I see that somebody, potentially, they are giving you some kind of illusion, and you are seeing beyond the illusion. No one is able to conceal the truth from you. The truth is going to be revealed eventually at the end of the day, and you are going to find it out. It's like you uncover some kind of truth that are being covered, that are being concealed, that are being hidden by a person around you. With the Page of Swords, the Judgment here, Well, I see at the end of the day, you will see that you are protected, you are being guided, you are being blessed because you are intuitive. When you rely on your sixth sense, when you rely on what your higher self is telling you, you can always find the answer and no one is going to fool you around. With the page here, you do have the curiosity of the mind, you do have the openness in order to seek the truth. There is somebody, as I said, they try to give you some falseful information or give you falseful expectation or creating stories, making up excuses, trying to confuse you is a kind of illusion, is some kind of smoke screen that they are trying to create to fool you around. But you cannot be fooled. You are able to uncover the truth that are being covered by them. And for those people who are trying to do you bad or they're trying to hurt you, you will see that justice is being served. You are being protected. You are being guided. There is divine retribution. There is karma. And those people who did you wrong, they will be receiving their karma. Well, for you, after you've identified that they are someone who have bad intention, they have hidden private motives, you're going to cut the cord. You are having a refreshing start, a new beginning, a clean slate here. And also with the judgment is about spiritual awakening. And this is also the continuation of the energy from the inner voice message card that we have. You're going through personal transformation, a very strong transition that you're going through for yourself when it comes to personal enlightenment. And here with the Four of Cups, there used to be a time that you're just resting, you're ruminating, deliberating on things, thinking about things, that you're just being passive, reactive, a lot of waiting time here. Well, I see here somebody show you they show you a lack of regard. You feel like it's pretty annoying that you are running out of patience because the way that they behave, what they told you, their words, their attitude, their behavior is like leaving you hanging. There's not much that you can do except for being passive and reactive. And the least you expect is for them to be more communicative, to show you more openness, transparency, to open up more instead of beating around the bush, because there is a lack of certainty, a lack of certain terms provided by this person. You are being stuck being with them. They are creating a lot of scenarios, stories, making up excuses in order to feed you some kind of falseful expectation, whether or not they are sincere or genuine. It's beyond your this is beyond your control because you can't really tell at that moment in time because they try to appear to be someone who are sincere, genuine. But the thing is, as time goes by, you will see that there is this karmic holding pattern that keeps repeatedly occurring, that they resume to their old behavior attitude. They may give you some kind of promises, but at the end of the day, they are unable to fulfill it. They are unable to discharge their obligation, their responsibilities. They are unable to keep or stick with their words. And also, there is a lack of consistency between what they said and the way that they behave. So, therefore, you feel like you're just being blindfolded. They take away your visibility. You cannot see things very clearly. But here, no matter how many times, how many occasions, situations that you are fearing away, you may be disoriented, but you will always be guided towards the path that you feel is being aligned with your true authentic self. It means that in a generic sense, when you are associated with a person that are not aligned with your authentic self, when you are doing something that is not really aligned with your inner self, you will always receive some kind of signs, synchronicities, because you are blessed. You are being guided and you are being protected. Especially when you pay attention to your inner guidance system, you've got the gut feelings that something is just not right about what this person told you. They are just creating stories to give you a peace of mind. They want you to feel comfortable, but at the back of your head, you are ruminating, you are deliberating that there is something more. Okay, that is something beyond what they said or their behavior, and you are able to identify it because you are intuitive. Okay, you are protected, you are being blessed, you are able to identify some kind of synchronicities. There is a pattern happening. When you pay attention, you can find the answer, you can seek the solution from within instead of relying on what this person is telling you. They may be giving you a lot of expectation, or they may saying something, some kind of promises, they're going to do something for you. But the thing is that at the end of the day, you will see that they're unable to discharge. It's like they revoke what they said, they revoke their promises made. There are someone who are not entirely truthful. This is at the back of your head. You are already doubting their words, their behaviors, but you may feel you're being stuck because you need some time in order to collect the information, to observe, and you are exercising due consideration. And the blindfold here, I see, it's not in a bad way. It comes in a good way that you are relying on your internal inner guidance system instead of relying on those external surrounding, the external stimuli, because you know that our five senses, our eyes, our ears, things that we are able to process, to perceive with our five sense organs, it comes with limitations. There are things that are happening behind the scene, behind the closed door, behind the veil, that we are unable to process with our five senses. But when you use your intuition, when you use your sixth sense, then you can just find the answer from within. Especially when this person is just like, how you feel is they leave you hanging. There are times that you feel their words is just not truthful, it's not reliable, is contrived in a way that they simply give you unrealistic, falseful expectation, and you need to doubt. A lot of guesswork here because you need to think, really exercise due consideration to process what they told you or their behaviors in order to come with the correct interpretations of their words and their attitudes and the way that they behave here. And here I see that you prefer having a refresh start, having a clean slate, instead of being stuck here with the Two of Swords here. You have had enough. You want to seek a breakthrough. You want some kind of a new beginning, refreshing beginning here, having a hard reset. And this person better communicate with you, because I see here they are leaving you hanging and you have had enough. This is the final ultimatum that you are giving them. If they still resume to their old behavior, old attitude or gestures, you are going to be forward looking and move on. So therefore, this is the last chance, last opportunity, a final ultimatum that you are giving them, because you are relying on your inner voice. You are paying attention to what your heart, to what your higher self is telling you. When you rely on your intuition, you already know something is just not right. If this person is not going to do something as a trigger, to make you feel that they have this willingness, cooperative attitude to align things with you, to confess, to rectify, to change their former conduct, their behavior, especially when it comes to communication. They need to be more open, transparent, to tell you the truth. The least that you expect is for them to be more linear, to be more upright, to value integrity, to be more truthful, so that you feel a sense of reliability and security. You don't feel solid. It's like you are standing on a shaking ground. You need to do a lot of guesswork because they are somebody you feel they are cunning. They are not really revealing the whole picture. There is something that they are concealing for a reason. They want you to have a peace of mind instead of keep chasing them to ask them. They feel bothered. So therefore they are trying to conceal the truth. Okay, instead of revealing the whole story, the whole picture. But you identify that when you use your intuition, your sixth sense, you've got a hunch. At the back of your head, you've got the inkling that there is a story, different story, okay, behind the scene, and you discover that. Well, for some of you, you discover some kind of truth. The truth unraveled. You uncover the truth. You discovered it somehow when you rely on your intuition, when you use your sixth sense, and you are waiting for this person to communicate with you. You are expecting them to show openness, to be transparent, to be authentic, to be sincere, to come forward and to confess. It's like returning into your life as a prodigal son, to rectify, to change their previous former conduct, to revisit their attitude, some kind of peaceful resolution, peaceful settlement is something that you expect, and you have had enough. You are not going to do anything. Okay, the ball is in their court. Okay, this is the final ultimatum for them. If they are not going to come forward, you will just say farewell. Okay, because you are setting healthy personal boundaries, not accepting things that are less than you deserve, and by no way you are letting someone to demean you or to degrade you, to stood up to some kind of ungracious, unkind, spiteful behavior or attitude, especially when they are somebody who are insincere, they are not authentic, trying to hide something, and what you value is transparency, okay? Instead of you doing a lot of guesswork. Well, right now, how you feel is that you are just like a teacher trying to give them a lecture, and you got tired. You need to play the role, an active role, being the active participant, trying to translate everything for them, because this is you don't feel is your obligation or responsibility in order to tell them on what to do, okay, on how to progress this connection or relationship. They are also being part of this connection, okay, another party being part of this relationship. They should have known they are not 3 year old. It's just that they are being pretentious, sweeping everything under the carpet, pretending nothing has happened, and creating a lot of scenario stories, feeding you with a lot of ambiguities. So therefore you need to do a lot of guesswork, but truth is going to be unraveled when you rely on your intuition. And now this is the last opportunity, the final chance, a final ultimatum that you are giving them. If they are not going to come forward to reveal the truth, to show openness, transparency, to show that they are sincere, authentic, trying to rectify their behavior, change their attitude, or to pacify, mollify this heated situation, to sew the stitches in order to pull things together, trying to make things work to you. as well as to find a common ground, to seek a peaceful resolution, peaceful settlement with you, then you will be ending this thing. You have had enough. You are getting tired. You are also shattered, exhausted, that you know that you are not accepting things that are less than you deserve here. So this is the end of the reading. I hope you like it, and I hope this video is going to resonate with you in some way. And thank you for staying with me until now, and see you next time. Bye.